So, welcome to the stream. Anyone that is joining us, obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, then obviously, welcome to YouTube. So, the plan today for everyone that's here is we're going to start doing some of these new missions. I've saved one of them up, so the pay your debts one. I've saved this one so we can do together on the stream. I don't know how long or how many missions there is of this, so we'll just have to plod through them. And that's pretty much the goal today. Finish that one. Maybe do a few dailies as well. Try and get the events for today done. I'm nearly there with this one, the domination one. So I've got 127 to go, and then I'll get my battle pass. And then that's tier 7 done. And then yeah, we should be good to go. So, first mission, let's go locate. I'm just gonna send my Sally for this. I'm not gonna mess around sending random ships. I'm just gonna send my Sally for it. Not with that crew layout though. I'm not. I was grinding hostiles. That's why I've got this crew. We want you. I'll just put you there for now. Group, and then we're gonna you, and then swap you two over. Thank you. Okay, cool. Right, let's go. Happy day. So yeah, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to complete these missions, and then we're going to head off and grind some hostiles. I'm just going to do doing random stuff in the background. And obviously, if you have any questions, fire them at me. Any queries, fire them at me. If it's on YouTube that you're watching this, then obviously leave your comments in the comments down below, and I will get back to you with regards to answers, or try and ask people if I don't personally know the answers. I will find out the answer for you. I'm on plenty of Discord, so I'm pretty sure someone out there will know the answers to most of the questions, so just fire them away. So 3 minutes for that one together. This is why I wanted to do this on a stream rather than just individual videos. Because obviously a stream I can prolong, whereas if it was on like a YouTube video, standalone video, then obviously I'd have to cut all of these flying times in between, which is a ball ache. So I'd rather just do it myself. We'll recall that miner because we don't need that much today. So we've got our dailies for that already. We will get both of them. So adds a bit of extra XP for the Federation, which is good, and the mining one, which again is also good. So it looks like my bitrate is pretty good. Cool. Obviously I don't want to sit near silence, but obviously I can only see there's only one person viewing, so unless I think that's actually me as well. The way it works, I think you always get one, which is me. So obviously for YouTube wise, obviously I know you're not watching this technically live, so you'll have to bear with if I do go quiet in spots, but overall I'll try and maintain. What is he attacking at level 23 now? Not interested. I wonder if I can do the store today. No, I can't. I need to get a little bit more. I can run some armadas later, which is not a problem. I can do that, which is easy. Like I say, main focus today is the missions, complete dailies, and hopefully we can have a good time doing that. And if more people come to obviously the stream, then happy days. But at the moment, it doesn't seem to be anyone here. Do. Let me know if the stream isn't very good as well in terms of the quality. Obviously if it's not very good, then don't let me know. But yeah, in terms of the quality, let me know. Just because obviously I can tweak a few things if needed. Again, on YouTube, obviously the quality of the video when I put it up isn't very good, then please let me know and we can tweak a few things. to aid in the situation. So once this gets back, this miner, the plan is, I think I have just enough to upgrade or to level the ship up. In terms of this level, I have enough to upgrade that, because what I've done is I've been doing my Botany Bay. Right, let's read these just so we don't skip over them. So the first one is, well, I found myself in a spot of bother. You see, there's a scoundrel who claims I owe him credits. I refused to pay him, and he did not take it well. So now I'm here looking for so much needed refuge. I can provide it. That is, temporarily we can come to our station. I knew I could count on you, such a kind heart. So the next mission would be most likely fly to obviously our station. So yeah, recall ship. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cheat it. And if you didn't know this, I'm pretty sure you did. You can cheat by doing this. Just send another ship out and then recall it. So Commander, now our independent vessel has appeared on our short-range scanners. That's him, the aforementioned scoundrel. Commander, if you could be ever so kind, would you mind just taking care of him for me? It would save me a lot of trouble. Terribly destroy his, preferably before he's destroyed my ship. Again, I bet it's in the same system I was just in. So this is why you don't want to just run out. Yeah, it's over here. You got some people attacking stuff as well. It's kind of cool. Yeah, otherwise you'd end up going back and forth like a yo-yo, and it's highly annoying. If that feature wasn't in the game, just being able to obviously just nip back or use a different ship, then it's obviously a very annoying scenario. The deck selector would be defeated, Commander. We should return to our station before Mud tries to steal anything from us. So again, we'll just trick the system. Just because I'm not flying all the way back there for the mission to be obviously back in the same place. We defeated the deck collector, Mud. It is safe for you to leave our station. Excellent, although I don't quite agree that it's safe for me to leave. There are a few others who would trip over themselves for my head on a silver platter. Excellent. How many people are you in debt to? Exactly, that was. At the moment, 7, though I'm hoping to reduce that number by a few. Perhaps you could pay your debts. No, I don't think so. If I can figure out a way to get rid of them, that would be much better. In fact, I think it calls for a brainstorming session. I know what that sort of means. It basically wants me to go around killing them all. So I'll collect this one. That goes a little bit. And then move on to the next mission. So these are all getting us officer stuff, which is really, really good. The officer stuff is definitely needed. So we've got 6 minutes on that. Yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. So we've got 6 minutes to fly over there with the Sally. So there's not much. We'll just have to chat in the meantime. Of them 6 minutes. We'll just have to I don't know, sort of prolong the 6 minutes a bit. Like I say, whilst it's flying over there, there's not much I can do about it. In terms of doing some dailies, I've got some hostile grinding I could get on with the send, so we can send him over to Klingon space. Just got to find the right ones. I think it's this one. So we need some explorers, not that one. At the moment I need to attack 35s, so that's why I'm going to a level 36 system. My crew layout for this at the moment is the only reason that I'd rather preferably run these than the hostile grinding crews, because my hostile grinding crew, for some reason I wasn't able to collect that much shards for them, so they're not actually that high. And obviously I don't have the secondary hostile grinding crew, which is obviously Pike and stuff, so that is the reason I'd rather run this than obviously run the other one. The question I'm sort of debating is whether to run Kumak instead of Vemet as the captain, because if it wants to show me what the hell this does, there we go, bloody hell. So at beginning, you try and Kumek increases all the stats by. So that's probably a better one. So we'll swap them over. And we'll get him running as captain instead of Nero, because we don't need Nero technically as captain, because his burning ability is his secondary ability, or his officer ability, not his captain ability. So we'll send the scent over here in the meantime, and then hopefully we can skip back and forth between the two. Whilst that's flying around doing the missions, we can obviously do a bit of hostile grinding in the meantime, which should be a little bit more interesting. Obviously, you can see I've got the Barney Bear because we did the mission the other day. Oh, we did the dailies the other day where we had to do the augment space stuff. It's a bit ridiculous, to be honest, because if you go to obviously Yarda, which is where most people were trying to get to, you go to the nodes. I mean, they're only 3,700, which is absolutely crazy. If they had just put a 0 on the end and made it 37,000, that would have been so much more acceptable, especially considering the mining rate at the moment. So, yeah, it would have been a lot more acceptable, but obviously they didn't do that, and I'm pretty much unsure why they didn't do that, to be honest. So do that, and then that should, hopefully, no, that gives us a 52. So we still got a little bit to go with regards to, we're going to swap these over there because we need to do ore next. And we'll go back to the station. Doo-ba-doo. So I made a comment the other day as well that someone didn't really like on one of my videos. So I said that this system used to have dill in it, and I did check. The system did used to have dill in it because it used to swap over between ore and dill. So I was correct in saying that. I also stated that it might have a few more nodes than normal. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I believe it does. It sort of seems like it does. But I'll tell you what system definitely does in Romulan space is Zova Ren. So if you go there now, this has absolutely tons and tons of nodes now in this system. It used to be only 4 here, and then it was like, I think it was 3 down this end. And now obviously you can see there's a lot more nodes pretty much everywhere. So that's obviously a lot better for the game. And obviously people to find nodes and stuff. It's so much easier at the moment to find nodes, because there's just so much more of them, with obviously them adding the extra ones that they hid from us. I don't know why why Scopely do that, to be honest. I don't know why every time they do it they hide certain information behind certain sort of walls. I'm not entirely sure why they do that. It's kind of annoying. I wish they didn't do that and just was like very open with us. Yeah, so I wish they were quite open in terms of like with the patch notes, for example, because they said in the patch notes, and they said obviously they did a lot of bug fixes, which is fine. I'm happy that they do bug fixes, but obviously when you read what type of bug fixes they were doing, I haven't got it. It's already gone. That's how quick they take it down. But once they, if you actually read some of the bug fixes they've done, they're so marginal and so stupid. Some of them are just put the logo in the wrong place, or they've moved it, or they've added it to something, and it's kind of stupid. Welcome, Hugo. They had to get us more mines when they want to merge servers without causing war, because that's why we obviously are getting more mines, because obviously we've got the merger server merger coming, and obviously I don't know how that's going to go. Obviously there's ups and downs for both of it, so I'll add a little bit more sort of variety. You'll be able to play with obviously a lot more people. Maybe be able to communicate. There'll be different alliances as well and stuff like that. So I don't really know how that's going to go overall, but I think it's probably a positive thing. The only problem is if you get 2 servers that have the same
sort of quantity of people, but then don't increase the mines by double the amount that was already there, which they haven't done. They've increased it by a little bit, but not double the amount. You're still going to run into the issues that you used to run into. So, for example, the mines that we used to have still wasn't enough for the people that were on the server. And now they've increased it a little bit. It's probably good enough now for what we have. But then now they're going to then merge two servers together with the same population roughly. And you're going to run back into the same issue of obviously the mines not being enough for who's out there, therefore causing obviously a lot more attacking to go on. And if you're on my server, for example, which my server is EU 159, if you're on that server, we sort of have a lot of packs that you don't kill, like EMK packs and stuff like that, which is empty mining kills and stuff like that. So you're not allowed to do a lot of stuff without people going absolutely crazy about it, which I can see why we have it, but at the same time it is very frustrating, especially when you desperately need a mine or something. But that's digressing on. Moving on, let's get back to these missions. This should do nicely. We'll send out the signal now. Hide somewhere independent but not too far. If any collector gets too close to me, I'm toast. So we'll just see what these missions are. These missions have actually been quite good over like the last few days. I'm quite enjoying them, the mud missions, to be honest. They've got a lot of detail, a lot of story behind them, especially into him, obviously, as a character. So I think they're pretty decent. The rewards are alright as well. They're not too bad, which is, again, another good thing. I mean, you get 500 officer tokens, which again is pretty decent, so I can't really complain too much about the missions themselves. Mud, I finally got you in my... I got you cornered, sorry. Oh no, I am in danger. Whatever shall I do? I take it we're just going to kill him. That's the cue. Yeah, so I take it we're just going to kill him now. Yeah, so we'll go over and just kill him. And then we've got to keep an eye on our scent, just because we just arrived in the space we need to be. So we've got to attack level 35s. I don't know how many we're going to be able to take down with the scent, because the scent, it's not very high leveled, as you can see. I haven't really been focusing on it. I've been trying to focus more, obviously, on the Sally, since that is the stronger vessel overall. Take that, use Sneezing the Oath. Excellent work, Independent. There doesn't appear to be any of his colleagues arriving soon, so we can leave for now. Okay, let's get on to the next ship. See, we did take quite a big chunk of damage, but I'm not too bothered about sending it back and then repairing it. It's not that expensive at the moment, to be honest, to do. Masali, on the other hand, is... I mean, it's not that expensive, obviously, compared to a lot of ships. Like, especially like the epic ships and stuff, but we've got that to do. So we're just going to, again, just cheat the system. I'm not flying all the way back to my base just for him not to be there. That went well. Plan can be fine-tuned. The collector got too close, and of course I don't want to get too much blood on my hands for my sake. How can you get rid of these collectors without putting ourselves in so much danger? Well, you could just pay them back, I guess, but obviously that is not an option for him for some reason. Someone's like Klingon. No, I'm not that brave, but I rile with the Klingons and draw the collectors' Klingons. I need to just skip through these, because that's the end of that sort of section. It's just so that my Sen doesn't get killed, so I want to keep going with him. And we'll get on to the next part of the journey. So, see, we are getting quite a few. And the thing I need at the moment is obviously once you get to like level 30 plus, as most players will agree, you need an absolute butt ton of power steel. So I am happy to be getting power steel. Let's have a look. So 4 minutes away means we can focus on this. On server 142, we are already around 5,000 plus players. Check the Alliance leaderboard and just check the amount of people on the Alliance. I just don't know how much are. Yeah, so, I mean, our Alliance leaderboard at the moment, I'll show you in a second, let me just click this. So, at the moment, I'm currently sat in the third, I think it's the third Alliance. So, go to third, fourth now. I hate it when it does this. So yeah, we are fourth. It used to be another alliance. I'll talk about it in a sec. Let me just get this sent. I keep having to go back to the sent, just because I really don't want it to just get killed needlessly. So yeah, if we go to like the actual leaderboard, we did used to have an alliance that was bigger than the German Vulcans. It used to be called UK, which is it was mostly English people speak. It wasn't actually from the UK, but it was mostly English speaking people. They got to about 390 million because we're not actually a big server. We're quite one of the. I'd say we're sort of in the mid run at the moment. So we're not obviously we're not a new server, but we're definitely not one of these sort of older servers. So we're sort of in the mid road sort of level, I guess. I mean, my alliance themselves, like I say, we're fourth. It used to be, it was Fed, but obviously this badass gamers, which to be honest, they're UK. Most of the players in this, so we have the top players on the server which are in this alliance. So we go to them. So you got like Aplax and you got Minty. They're both the top players on the server at the moment. They're in this alliance, and yeah, it's one of them where it's sort of I don't know if we'll be able to take that one out. Let's go. Let's just head away from that guy. We might be able to get one more in. Yeah. So in terms of the server wise, it's one of them where there is a lot of players on the server, but like as you say, you don't know how many are active and how active they are, or how active they can be, I guess, because you can still get sort of active players, but say they only come on like maybe like every other day, or maybe literally like twice a week or something. So there's technically still active, but obviously just not very active compared to obviously a lot of players that are on it every single day, or a lot of especially some players that I know don't seem to go to sleep, and just they're constantly on it all days, all hours of the day. It's kind of mental, if I'm honest. I don't really care about you dying, so let's just attack you next. Oh no, you're stronger. I don't want to attack you. Oh, we could have attacked him, which would have got us some scouts stuff, but I don't think we're going to kill him. That's a shame. That is a shame. In fact, we'll just try it. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him. I doubt it, but we can always try, I guess. So if we look at the thing, I mean, we got 6 kills from the Sen. This is why I don't use it, just because it's too low of a level to deal with what I need to deal with at the moment. Because at the moment, as you can see, I need to deal with level 35s, which is the minimum. So that's why I don't try. I try not to use it too much, just because it's good to have as a backup, but other than that, that's pretty much as far as it goes. In terms of the backup, yes, pretty much as far. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. We'll just send it to repair. I don't really need it right now anyway. Tell you what we can do, which I should have done prior to doing that repair, is we can do the join for both of these. I am obviously dual faction, and I've just got both of them over, I think it's 2 million. So I've just got both of them to 2.1 million. So they're now, obviously I'm now respected by them, which means obviously I can start getting blueprints for like the Intrepid and stuff. I am trying to get the Antares though, as well as obviously the Romulan equivalent. So I am quite close to both of them. The thing that done my head in was obviously once you leveled up, you can still get obviously the messages, but it doesn't equate to, because it used to be 180. You used to get 180 tokens for 20, and now it's 240 for 70. And obviously, if you work that out, the maths is completely off. I don't know why it's only 240. It should be a way more than 240, but obviously, for some odd reason, Scopely have decided to put 240 instead. I'm not entirely sure why. So we're on 80 on the Valklis. The Valklis, yeah. So it'll be 82 by the time we get these two. And we're very close to getting both, which is very good. Okay, so next part of the mission. So, oh boy, that is a lot of Klingons. Well, better get rid of their independent. Okie dokie. Right. Is that? Nope. Okay. So what's this? Defeat 15 hostiles level 26 and above. Which I would do in this system, but since I can travel up to this system and I can attack the level 36s, I can do both at the same time. Which is going to be better for me. Because 2 birds, 1 stone, so to say. Okay, let's see what... I mean, I don't wait until I have 50 boxes to do this either. I just do them as they come. I'm not that bothered about waiting, if I'm honest. What do we get for this now? So we get 6 and then a few other 3-star stuff. That's not too bad. It's pretty decent. Considering it's free, all you have to do is kill a few hostiles. So yeah, it's not too bad overall. I hope everyone enjoyed the sort of future look video the other day. I put up yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, of basically what I personally think should come to the game. I do believe that like a sort of a bounty hunter style system would be very, very beneficial to the game. I'm not entirely sure how it would work in terms of the lore of the game, but I'm pretty sure there was probably something like that in Star Trek throughout the years. Some sort of like, especially with like adding mud and stuff to the game. I mean, it's sort of asking for it, I guess. And then again, you know, you can have another tab at the bottom, which is like a black market sort of thing, but that only comes once a thing, and you have to be in a certain system to do that. Depending obviously what level you are, it could be a couple of systems, and then depending on what level you are and what system you're in for that level, then you can get certain types of ships or certain types of resources or whatever it is you're exchanging. Or you can obviously exchange both ways. So it'd be like an exchange mechanism. So you can get credits for resources, or you can get resources for credits, or whatever. It sort of works out. I'm not saying it should be there all the time, because it definitely shouldn't, because that'll break the game economy. Not that the game economy is any good at the moment, but it's not too bad. I can't complain about it, to be honest. It's not too bad, especially when you consider like you look at like the rewards you're getting for like the battle pass, for example. I've claimed all of these so far, and then today's one, which once we finish that domination thing, which won't take very long to do. I mean, we get 4.4 and then plus 18 million in tokens, 28 uncommons, and then a couple of rares and stuff like that. So yeah, to be honest, it's not that bad. And then if I finish all of this, which I plan on trying to do, I'll get 31 tokens and then 7.8. And obviously the mud itself. I'm still tossing and turning whether to get the bottom ones, the elite ones, which means obviously I have to spend a little bit of money to unlock the pass. If I was going to do that personally, I'd only get the Outlaw Elite Pass. Thanks for the follow, Milon, is it? Milon Vaxi. Thanks for the follow anyway. Welcome. So yeah, if I was going to get the pass, I personally would only get the lower one, which is £19 for me, as you can see. Obviously, you can get the stuff like now, which I didn't even know until today. You can get obviously like the Navi Elite Pack and stuff like that. If you get like the Elite Pack, you can unlock Navi like 3 times over. Or alternatively, you can get the cheaper one, which still unlocks her. Obviously, you just don't get as much in it, which obviously is what you pay for. So that's no surprise there. Or you can get obviously the little booster packs, which I don't see why you would do it if you're going to be doing it daily. I feel like they've done this one a lot better than the Borg ones. So if you go to the Battle Pass,
this one definitely seems. I mean, I'm already up to 7, like after today, which will be. I've only 3,000 away, so I'll definitely hit 7 today, and I've still got 17 days to do it, and I've only got 3 levels after that. So I feel like they're being a lot more generous with this one, which is good. That is a good thing to see. You shouldn't have to grind the entire 17 days, like, or in terms of the Borg, you shouldn't have to grind for like the full bloody month, just to be able to then get the obviously what you need. So I'm quite happy to see that change. So what the plan is, let's go around killing level 35s. Obviously I only need to kill technically level 26s, but it gets both done at the same time. So we'll kill as many level 35s as possible, and then we'll move on to level 36s depending on how many level 35s spawn in. Thanks for all the new follows from the Dark Lord. I have no idea what that even says. SCHL4FNIX. I'll just call you Nix, I guess. 4 Nix, because that doesn't even say anything. And then obviously the most recent, which is obviously Milan. I'd take it that's how you say it. I'm gonna guess that's how you say it. So thanks for the 3 follows from obviously you 3. Much appreciated. Obviously I do have a YouTube channel, so most of my stuff is on YouTube. So if you haven't checked that out, then I would advise checking that out. Milo, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense, I guess. Yeah, Milo, yeah, okay. I don't know why I was adding the N. Yeah, whatever. Well, welcome anyway. Like I say, I think it's just you and me and Hugo potentially in here at the moment. So not many people. I think we've only got 2 viewers at the moment. So we're a little bit lonely on the streaming side. But like I say, you can head over to YouTube, and I do have a YouTube channel as well. And you can check out some of the stuff that I've been putting up there. Obviously, if you like it, then subscribe. If you don't, then don't subscribe. Simple as. The thing that gets me about the YouTube bit is when people don't like something. Yeah, so obviously I take it you're talking about like Rev and stuff like that, or now on Charles and stuff like that. So the only problem, I am exactly the same. So I would watch them more, and I am subscribed to them on YouTube. The only problem is like you say, is because of the timings that they do theirs normally at like 9 o'clock, their local time. The only problem is in the UK and the rest of Europe, we're all asleep because it's like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So I've tried to do the timings as best I can. So it's at the moment for me, it's 25 to 7 in the afternoon. Obviously, if you're in the UK, you're exactly the same. And then if you're in Europe, you know, the earliest you're going to get is going to be obviously 25 to 8, which I still think is a respectable time. And if you're in the US sort of side of stuff, then you're going to be looking at around, I don't know, about 1 o'clock, about 1:30 right now, 25 to 2 in the afternoon, which again is quite respectable considering most people aren't at work at the moment. So that's where I was sort of looking at it, because due to obviously the outbreak and obviously everything that's happening in the world right now, I feel like people just need a break in the middle of the day or the end of the day. Hence why I've done for the timings that I've gone for. But yeah, I take it that's who you were talking about though, because I'm exactly the same, in the same boat as you. I can't really watch them because I am asleep. Right, let's just kill these 36s. I don't know how many of them I'll be able to kill, but should be able to kill a few at least. What do we need to finish anyway? Go up. We've got 30, so we've got 12 more to go. That's fine. And we've got obviously a few more to go on that side as well. We need to get 15 overall, which is going to be fine.
I don't know if the music's still playing. I did leave it on. Not entirely. There was music playing, but I don't know if it's still on, which is kind of strange. Oh, there we go. There we go. It is on. Don't know what it's doing. Pretty low. Uh-oh. The stream might be glitching out because for some reason I just dropped. Just dropped a hell of a lot of frame rate for no reason. There we go. That was strange. Hopefully it's okay over there. Yeah, for some reason my internet just decided to lag out then for like about a few seconds. Very strange. I haven't got the best internet because it is currently where I'm posted, so it is kind of dog crap. Because I'm not at home at the moment, I am at work. I'm not doing this obviously in work time, but I am at work. Oh god. Why is the knife 35s? Come on. It's the only problem with having to kill 36s. Especially with the ship that I have at the moment, because I'm only 800k. And it's not obviously ideal. The problem is as well that I have is I'm trying to save. Okay, my station's in warp apparently. That's good to see. Wow. So I'm trying to save to get this upgraded. So I've got 109 more to go. I've been saving for a week and I've only managed to get 281, which is really, really annoying. The reason I want that just because I need to get that upgraded to then upgrade my ops to level 31. So once that's upgraded to 31, then that's where I want to be, and I need to get it done anyway to then unlock obviously the faction miners. Everything else is pretty much nearly upgraded to level 30. I'm not too fussed on the refinery stuff, but most of this stuff over here is level 30, and I'm sort of holding off on all of anything that needs crystal. I am not using whatsoever, which is a massive issue for me because obviously my Sally also needs a ton of crystal, and then when I unlock the miners themselves, again, they'll need a ton of crystal. So it's kind of annoying. I wish it didn't need as much crystal. I don't know why I don't know why miners need crystal. I mean, if anything, it should be a balance maybe of all three, because they're like the odd one out compared to obviously, you know, your Explorer, Interceptor, and your battleships. So they're kind of the odd one out. So I personally think they should have all three, like a same amount of all three different types for each level that you do, but they don't. For whatever reason, they require obviously an absolute butt ton of crystal, and it's highly annoying because crystal is something that, when you're using the refinery, doesn't give you any uncommon crystal at all. And this is something that I've been moaning about for the past sort of 5 months, 6 months. How long have I been playing now? I've been playing for 7 months. This month, I think it is. So literally pretty much for the past 6 months I've been moaning saying the refinery is crap and it doesn't give you enough stuff. I don't know if anyone else has the same opinion as that, but I am definitely in the opinion of the refinery definitely needs buffing, because, I mean, I'll show you when it comes up. I've only got 30 odd minutes until we can do another one, another pull. Bearing in mind I do 2 chest pulls every single time for both pulls a day, because obviously you get 2 pulls a day if you work it out that way. So you get 2 pulls a day, and I'll show you and then we'll see what we actually get from the pull. But I guarantee it's probably going to be crap. This is where it won't be, and it'll be amazing. But but we'll see. But it most likely is going to be crap, because it always is. So let's head back. We're going to have to head back anyway to the station and repair. I don't mind using speed ups because we'll have to. So we'll send you, speed you up, go away. Yeah, go away, go away, go away. Masali should head back to the station once he either defeats or gets killed by that thing. So yeah, he'll then get sent back to there, and we'll go off from that. So what the plan is, I'm going to try and stream at least once a week, maybe twice if I can do it, but most likely definitely once a week I'm going to try and do. Each stream's going to last probably approximately about 2 hours. Can't guarantee that, but it'll definitely be over an hour and a half. Potentially could be longer, but I'm going to aim for about 2 hours each stream. The focus of each stream will be various. So today's focus is obviously focusing on the missions and seeing how the missions go, and then obviously later on they might be on different things such as doing daily grinding, just having chats, answering questions. It really does depend obviously what you guys want to see, want to do, and stuff like that. So if we go to you're going to be finished, which means we can then, I think we can do that in our system. 26, level 26, yes. Just going to kill that sec, just so I can unlock it, that's all. Next part of the mission. Go kill him. I'm going to kill him, not you. Go away. Little fly. What is he? 247. It's actually quite strong for a Kenra, to be honest. Okay, that's not don't want to wipe out the entire system. I'll just leak the communication claim. I'm hiding it out here. In the meantime, make yourself scarce. Okay, let's see what it says. We'll send the sent. We're not going to send the... Sally's going to go finish the dailies. And we'll send the sent to finish off this part of the mission tree. I don't think we have that much to do anyway. So we've only got 5 more to kill. So that'll be very easily done. We'll just get them while we can. Yeah. So we're doing the orb ones right now, so that's fine, and then we're going to finish them. So yeah, we'll hit our daily pretty quickly, to be honest. I don't have multiple accounts as well, so if anyone asks, I don't have multiple accounts. This is the only account I do run, level 30, and that is pretty much it. Apparently, obviously, I come in a really good time in terms of obviously the game itself, because obviously it's a lot easier now for newer players to get obviously a lot more resources. Which I can kind of see. I mean, I was down to virtually no par steal whatsoever at the start of these the mud sort of arc, as they're calling it. I was pretty much on sat at 0 par steal, and obviously, as you can see, by just doing the last 7 days today, so the last 6 days, I was able to get about 126 million. What's this say? No, Armada. Okay, never mind. I thought he was saying something else then, but he isn't. So yeah, if you do have any questions, fire them away. Put them in the chat box, and I will obviously try and answer or find out the answer for you. Stuff like that. Obviously, I have got a goal to try and hit on YouTube and on Twitch now. So my goal is to get to 50 followers on Twitch. We're currently sat at 26, so we've got 24 to go. So hit that follow button if you haven't already. And on YouTube, my goal currently is 100, and we're currently sat at, I think, 85, which is really, really good, because it means since I've been uploading videos to YouTube, which was 2 months ago now, I've gained a total of 40 subscribers, which is very good for a channel of my size. So thanks very much for everyone I've followed, subscribed, any of them. Thank you very much to all of you. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the interaction, though. So obviously, the more you can interact, then the more content, the better I the more content that I'll put up, because I know people like it. So that's what I'm seeing with obviously the channel at the moment. The more sort of views, comments, likes, stuff like that that get put up, then the more likely I am to obviously do another video, do certain topics that people want to see and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at the moment, just because I know that's what people want to see. This is the only boring part, is the fact that you got to wait each time for the ships to arrive in the destination, because the galaxy is so big and it takes forever. The only regret I do have, personally, in terms of the game, is I went for the Mayflower, and then I then got obviously the Scent as well. If I was to do this again, I wouldn't get either. The reason for that, I wouldn't get either of them, just because once you get to level 30, the amount of research that you can do at level 30 and the amount of stuff you need at level 30, you need an absolute butt ton of uncommon gas. So if I could do it again, I would get the Vidal, because even if you get the Vidal, you don't technically need the Sally. But I got the Sally before I got the Vidal, so that's why I've got a Sally. So I think I did. Did I? I don't know. Recently got up to level 28. Do you recommend staying at 28 for a while? Push on. So 28 is a weird... 28 is a good level, because obviously you get the fact that you get, obviously, you unlock... you get to unlock, obviously, the new ship. So you get, obviously, the Scent, the Sally, or you get the Bortus, depending on, obviously, what faction you've gone. If you have the resources saved, which is what you should have been doing, you should have been saving all the uncommons and stuff to upgrade them ships. Try and get them ships to at least level 5, or tier 5 as they are. So mine's currently sat at tier 5. So if you can get them to about tier 5, you're in a good spot at level 28. A really good spot at level 28. And then if you obviously get everything upgraded, then most people won't actually attack you. Especially if you obviously have the station upgrades and all that sort of stuff. Most people won't attack you at them sort of levels, just because they don't want to really waste the resources. I personally stayed at level 28 for quite a while. You don't have to, you can push on to level 30. So once you get to level 30, that's sort of like the next bracket. So 28 is a massive leap from like the likes of the 27, 26 and so on. And then again, level 30 is then... Level 29 is sort of in between, doesn't really do anything. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But level 30 then is your next sort of milestone sort of level, because that's when you get obviously the faction miners. It depends how patient you are with the game, to be honest. If you're quite patient and you don't mind waiting, level 28 is a really good level to stay at. Get your level, tier up obviously whatever ship you have at that level 28. One of the free faction ships, tier that up to a minimum of level of tier 5, and obviously level it up to obviously the equivalent of that tier, and then you'll be sat in a really good spot, to be honest. I wish I hadn't rushed as much as I have, but at the moment I've definitely took a step back. I'm not rushing anymore. But most levels I get to, I try and max pretty much that level out in terms of the research, in terms of the station. But the hardest thing to do once you get after level 28 is the hardest thing that I've found is just doing the research, because you just need so much gas and so much other stuff, especially ore. So if you've gone Bortus, then again, you're sort of running into a tricky boundary, because a lot of your station upgrades will require ore as well. So the best one to go sort of is crystal in terms of the research. But then at the same time, you don't have enough crystal, because once you get to level 30, you then have the faction miners, and they require crystal, and so on and so on. So it's a massive juggling act, and it depends how patient you are. I personally, if you've just reached level 28, I would recommend staying there just for a little bit. Be a little bit patient. Get your whatever ship you have up to at least tier 5. And then obviously then you can progress a little bit. But don't try and over push yourself or skip too much. Because once you jump from level 28 to level 30, that's quite a big jump in terms of how much resources you need and how much things cost in terms of to build. So just stay calm, stay at level 28 for a little bit, build up everything you have and see how it goes. So let's read these missions. Oh whoa, did you see the explosion? The Klingons just fired without hesitation. Yes, Mud. I take it that's me. That'll teach them to mess with Harcourt, Fenton, Mud. Mud again. What can't you see? I'm celebrating. The Klingon ship has spotted us. Oh well, maybe you should do something about that. So I take it I'm going to be the one having to do the killing here. Yeah, so go over there. Go and attack you. Right, let's go and run away from this guy because I don't want to get caught by him because he will definitely annihilate me. The only problem sometimes if you don't pay attention, which I've done before, you send a ship to a system, you're not really paying that much attention, and you go off and do something else, and it doesn't half bite you in the arse because they just kill you. Nice and done. Let's collect the Harmony and let's Klingon in the galaxy. That's not very nice, but sure. Not that I hate Klingons, mind you. They just seem to hate me. Yeah, because you probably didn't pay them back. While things are still quiet here, let's go back to the station and celebrate and stop a Romulan. Ale wouldn't go amiss. In fact, the pop, open a bottle now. So we're going to have to go back to our station, which again is fine. I don't mind getting out of Klingon space anyway. I take it is return to the station, yeah. So let's again go cheat that system. I'm not flying all the way back. It's kind of ridiculous. There we go. Happy days. So we got the next part of the mission done. We'll take our Sally and finish. Let's just attack this guy. I'm going to finish the Sally ones first, and then, because I've only got a few ships to do, I'm going to get him on like the edge of space just so it takes forever for their ship to get to me. And we'll finish this Sally, so we've only got, I think, 2 more? 3 more? So yeah, we've got 3, so we've got 2 more after this one ship. And then what we'll do then is we'll finish the rest of the missions, hopefully with probably the Sally. Just because I don't really want to use the scent. So we'll do that. And so yeah, what faction are you, Milo? Are you a dual faction or a single faction? Because it kind of depends. I mean, if you've gone Romulan and you don't have a level 26 ship, and because you were waiting, say, for level 28, which is probably what I would recommend to do for anyone. If you are level 26, just skip them and go and just rush to level 28 and then hang out at level 28 for a little bit. Because level 28 is just so much more powerful than level 26 ships. They're just not even incompatible. So you got the Bortus, so yeah. So the Bortus is I would say, looking back at it, would definitely be my sort of number 2 ship out of the list, out of the 3 ships for that, level 28 tier. The reason I say that, so I would obviously class the Sally as number 1 because it is a massive party gun ship basically, and it does hit really hard. But then obviously you have the Scent. The reason I don't class the Scent as very good now. The main reason is because it takes absolutely ages. Where is this? Go there. How far is that? 5 minutes for you. Okay, you just recall then. So yeah, the reason I don't class the Scent any good anymore is because so some of the stuff you need for level above level 28 is in terms of the research.
So if you go to research, you just need so much gas. The gas is literally unbelievable. Which is why I sort of like, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show, but it's mainly, if we go to the galaxy one, that sort of shows quite a lot. So the warp technology, again, gas. So I haven't done that yet. Trit, we need, which I don't want to spend. That's the only reason that one hasn't been done yet. But the mining one, that was gas. Crystal was gas, that was gas. Ore was gas. I don't know what the deal is because I can't see it yet because I need that one upgraded. Emergency defenses, gas. Data mining, gas. Next levels of interceptor stuff, which is their own faction one, so that's fine. So explorers, the only one that I need gas, and I don't want to do the interceptor one yet, as I've explained. Swarms, don't need anything, so that's fine. The hull durability and shields. Shields were definitely gas. I'm not entirely sure what the hull was. I think it was gas as well, to be honest. Again, pure parts, most of them were gas, I think. I've done them so long ago now, so it's hard to say. Federation stuff, gas. Obviously, if you've gone Klingon, you want this one. Obviously, I haven't got that, so I don't actually know what you need. It's probably going to be crystal, I would imagine. Because obviously, most of the Romulan stuff is ore. So I imagine the Klingon stuff's going to be crystals. Which is then, this is where you run into an issue. So go in the Klingons and then, yeah, there's crystal, yeah. So if you go to the Klingons, for example, and you have the Bortus, then that's kind of good because you get to use all your ore. The only obviously you don't use your crystal, which means you can put it into the research, which is really good, really good. The only problem with that is if you look at, let's go to the weapons one, the combat screen. So if you go to like the factions, for example, what would benefit your Bortus more than anything else would be the Romulan technology, which is mental, because you have the whole health. Well, it's because I know why they've done this. The reason they've done this is because the last thing of Romulan is a battleship, i.e. the epic ship's a battleship, whereas the epic ship for Klingons is obviously an interceptor. I know why they've done this, but it doesn't help the Bortus and the other ships in between. So the technology you actually need is technically Romulan, so it increases the whole health for Romulan ships, but throughout the lineup of Romulan ships is no good. Because alright, whole health is obviously good, but it's nowhere near beneficial as, for example, getting on a battleship. It is more substantial. So you'll be upgrading interceptor stuff, I would imagine. In terms of this, so Klingon weakness you won't need, obviously, because you'll be Klingon already, so you'll be like looking at doing Fed weakness, which is ore, which is then where you're most likely going to have an issue. So at the moment, looking into it, at the moment the D4 is supposedly the most underwhelming of all the epic ships. The reason for that is because of its weapon capability, or the way the weapons fire or stuff, and it's obviously the epic sort of. Let's see if we can get it up. So do shipyard level. So if we go to the epic ships, which is these, so you've got the Enterprise, which is just OP anyway. Absolutely OP. If you can get the Enterprise, get the Enterprise. It's probably the strongest out of all of them. The Augur obviously is really, really good as well. It's very, very tanky. Probably can take on, if they were the equivalent level, I don't know, probably can take on an Enterprise. But I'm pretty sure the Enterprise is the most OP ship. But if we go to details for the D4, I can't even see it. It's to do with the weapons. It has two weapons, and then obviously it has its main ability. Which this ability is just not very good. That's the only problem with it. In comparison to the others, it's just not very good. So you go to like the Fed one. So this one is 5% restored to shield health whilst having morale. So that's essentially all that is obviously, I imagine it goes up as the ship goes up. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But essentially that is essentially adding a Spock onto the ship without having a Spock on the ship. So you don't want a double Spock, like rare Spock, I mean. You don't want a double Spock and Enterprise. And then obviously if you go the Auger, you have the Devastator weapon. It's called the Obliterator weapon. And that is really, really good as well. So that's the only issue, is the fact that the D4 is just a little bit underwhelming in terms of the way it fires and what weapon capability is. That's the only problem with the D4. But other than that, to be honest, it's still a good ship. It is a good ship. And if you can get it, then I would recommend definitely getting it, if that's the only one you can get. But if you can get it, but then if you can get one of the others, then just get one of the others, because it just makes your life easier, I guess, especially if you can get the Enterprise, because that can pretty much do anything. And it will be able to survive pretty much anything. So I would just get that, essentially, if you can. So do that. Okie dokie. I mean, anyone that says the D4 is not a good ship is a liar. It is a good ship. It's just not as good compared to the other epic ships. But it's still a good ship. That's what you got to take into account. It's still good. It's just not as good as the others, for it's the same tier of ship. So that's just, it is what it is. It used to be, Explorers used to be crap. Last year, the end of last year, as far as I'm aware. The Explorers used to be crap, and then they did a patch to increase Explorer capabilities and weapon capabilities and stuff on Explorers, which now means like Ascent. If you get Ascent up, for example, it can take on a Sally now, and the Sally just doesn't wipe the floor with pretty much anything. That's the only problem. That's the only thing with the Sally, is because its weapons capability. It has. I can't really show you, but not unless it's in the faction or in the dry dock. But because of its weapons, it's really, really powerful. But the Bortas is a good ship, and it's very tanky. The only problem with the Bortas, in comparison to the other two ships, is you'll find that the repair cost will be substantially more because it's a battleship. That's the only downside. That is one of the big downsides. Is it'll cost a fortune to run because it's a battleship. And bearing in mind, at the moment, I haven't got everything done at the moment in terms of reducing the cost of stuff for my Sally, but at the moment my Sally costs at tier 5, and I only have one more upgrade to do for tier 5 to get it to tier 6, one more weapon upgrade to do, and it currently costs me 135,000 trit if it gets completely destroyed. So, and I'm, as far as I'm aware, the Bortas is substantially more than that. So that's the only downside. So the Klingon ship has been defeated. Returned to the station. I had to go all the way there to go back to the station. Oh my god. That's the only thing with these missions. These missions are really annoying because you just got to go back and forth like a yo-yo. You know what? There must be a simpler way to deal with all of this. We need to work smarter, not harder. What if we use a decoy, someone posing as a deck collector, to gather all the other collectors under the guise of hunting me down? We gather them all in one place, then boom, take them out. You have definitely had too much ale. Nonsense. I know just the person who can act as a decoy. He'll do anything for a payday. Let me input the coordinates into your ship and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. We're going to go and fight some more deck collectors, it seems. So let's go. 6 more bloody minutes. Oh god. So long. But for this one we get 13 independent credits, which is absolutely pointless. 13. I don't know what the plan on that's going to get us, but that is completely pointless. We get some uncommon refined crystal, which I am very happy about, and we get some officer tokens again, which I'm very happy about. The reason behind wanting the crystal is because of this stupid upgrade I got. I need 109 more, so with that extra 15, that'll be about 90. I don't want to work it out. It's about 90, roughly. So happy about that. We have got some officer stuff now, so we may as well start doing some of these whilst we're waiting. But yeah, as you can see, like my cadets, which is like the early hostile crew, yeah, these are nowhere near upgraded or maxed, which I don't know why it's taken me so long to gain all of these stuff. It's not like I do anything different to anyone else, but for some reason I just don't seem to get them anymore. I don't know whether it's because I rushed the levels too much and it sort of calculates it on what level you are. I don't know whether that's a factor, but at the moment I don't seem to get it, so I just sort of got to suck it up. So I didn't get much out of them, to be honest. Didn't get that much at all. Not stuff that I need. Ideally I need to unlock people because it's going to help me out with the bloody missions. So I'll just do 3 of these, or 2. So we've got Merrick. I don't know why it says new, because I've got 24 shards of her, so that's kind of weird. And again with Azab, I've got 46 of her, so I don't know why it says new again. Might be because I haven't clicked them, probably, in the actual table or the list. I could do with getting some people though, like pretty much done. Pike is a game changer anyway, so the cadet crew is now just a sack. Yeah, I agree. Once you get Pike, it definitely changes in terms of the hostile grinding situation. I do not have Pike, and I think I'm still a relatively far way away from having him. I'll have a little quick look in a second, but I'm pretty sure I'm not that close. And we'll just do the last one. Yuki, I've nearly got her, which is good. I want to upgrade her to the 2nd level tier. But yeah, so let's have a little quick look. So we've got Pike. So all the by groups. Pike. Where are you? Have I just gone faster? No. I have. Yes. Where the hell's he gone? Pike. Okay, so I'm currently sat at 62 out of 100. So yeah, as you can see, I've still got 38 shards needed to even unlock him. I've got the duo though that sort of go with him. Let me just click these so to get rid of that new. So I've got the Monroe to go with him, which is obviously a good one to have because they pair up together obviously as the hostile crew. And then I'm not too far away from Zao, 8 away from Zao, but I don't know, for the longest time we didn't collect any Zao stuff, and then only quite recently we've actually started being able to collect Zao tokens. I don't know why that's the case, but and again we'll get rid of them even though I've had them for ages now. Like I said, I mustn't have clicked them or something. Gorkon, he is actually new. I've only literally just unlocked Gorkon as my my 3rd epic officer. Because we unlocked Crass first, even though he's completely useless. 4. So we unlocked Crass, then we unlocked Kirk, then we unlocked Nero, and then we got Gorkon the other day. Which I think was like 2 days ago. I think we unlocked Gorkon. But as you can see, my Kirk is not too bad. He's like level 2, which again is okay-ish, I guess. My Spock's a level 3, again, okay. We currently do 100% of total officer defense on the ship restores to the shields when having morale, which is really helpful. Obviously, we need to get him up to the next tier, which means we need officer token, which is fine because now I've got to, obviously, the faction tier we need to be at. That officer token, or the science token, which I'm gonna save up once I've unlocked the ship. I'm gonna save up and get the loyalty pack, which gives us one. So we should be fine there. That should give us what we need to upgrade Spock once the time comes. Let's see if I can do this today. I've already done it. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to just get to friend with this one as well. Bloody augment, because obviously I sort of abandoned them. I didn't do anything with augment because they were completely pointless. Up until recently, because obviously all the mud stuff is related to the augment stuff for whatever reason. So I've been trying to get that every single day as well. So trying to get up to friend at least, so we can get obviously a joke win. And I need rare plutonium to upgrade my Botany Bay anyway, so that's something we need to do. Because if we go to this quickly, Chen doesn't normally go there, by the way. If you've seen that, she doesn't normally go there. I normally put obviously the other person, can't even remember her name. So yeah, we need 75 to do the mining laser. Once that's done, yeah, I'll upgrade the Botany Bay to tier 9. We're gonna max it out as much as we can, which I'm pretty sure is tier 9 anyway. So we're at tier 8 at the moment, so it does mine pretty quickly. We just gotta then level it up, which I'm not too fussed on doing. So Mud, you've arrived. Interesting. It takes more than a few hundred enemies to stop me. Speaking of which, I have a business proposition you may be interested in. I need someone to act as a decoy deck collector, use their anger to gather them all in one spot, tell them it's a mob to hunt me down, then stand aside as we polish them off. Can you do it? I can do it, but it is a dangerous task, so I will come with an expensive bill. Naturally, how much? I bet you I have to pay it. Yeah, of course I do. It's done. You'll hear from me once I have gathered the collectors. I'm banking on it. Okay, that is payday 4 done. Let's go to payday 5, I would imagine. Jacka has done it. The Madness has actually done it. He's rallied the collectors and they're sitting ducks right now. Let's get them. Okie dokie. Let's see where they are first. Hopefully it's in the same... Oh, for God's sake, it's not even in the same system. Ugh. I don't mind us travelling around sort of Pahlavi, but not when it's miles away from each other. Good. People sending me so much crap to read. I don't want to read it. Okay. Try and help out your alliance as much as possible as well. That's always a nice thing. Should always try and help other people out. Because you never know, you might need it and they can help you back. And if they don't, they're arseholes. Simple as. Let's do these quickly, just get rid of them. I hate seeing them up there, you see the tokens. I know you can hide them. I know you can hide all of this. I do like to leave that one open though, I guess. What is this next one giving us, by the way? That's giving us some speeder. 33 1 hour speeder. I mean 8. Wow, 8. Bloody heck. Tell you what, they're breaking a bank with that one, aren't they? Jesus. Let's do that. We'll do one run since we can. See what we get. So we got Beta Chang, Asber, Mara, Barrett, Carol 3 times, which is I'm quite happy about. Gorkon and Charvanet. Pan, again, quite happy about. He's one of the new guys. I haven't got him obviously yet. I'm going to just build up to him. My server is fairly relaxed, but always trade mines with the Alliance. Yeah, so we try and do the whole mine thing. So like if you're on a mine, obviously you let everyone else know, and then you don't have to worry about it so much, because other people will just give theirs up. But sometimes you do have to just go and unfortunately hunt down a mine. That is a lot of ships. Nothing we can't handle independent. I don't know why he keeps calling me independent. I mean, I take it obviously because I'm the independent party. So 10 of level 27. I take it we're going to be in a system that has 27. Yeah. Let's just go kill these. I'm not going to go further than that. My server's exactly the same though, Milo. So my server is a pretty relaxed server. You don't really get that many wars. You don't get that much PvP happening, which is kind of why I don't like it. In terms of, I would like a little bit of PvP, but it's got to be organized PvP. I just hate disorganized PvP. Or when I say disorganized, I'm talking about people that randomly just come and kill you for no reason. That is kind of annoying. But when it comes to organized PvP, I quite like that. So, which is why I suggested in one of my recent videos on YouTube, having like a bounty hunter style system. So my suggestion was in that was essentially have like a once every like 2 weeks or once a month or something like that, and it would last. If it was like every 2 weeks, it would only last for like a couple of days each time. If it was once a month, I would say it should last at least a week. And in that time, a black market essentially, a bit like the refinery obviously has the extra refined stuff. It's like a pear drink. Yeah, so a pear drink would be interesting to say the least. I don't know how well that'd go down with everybody. But yeah, in terms of I was suggesting I'll have like a black market system where it would be active for a couple of days or a week at a time, depending on how they would do it. A bit like the refinery when it obviously has the uncommon, the special refinery sort of moments, I guess. And in that time, you can go to the black market. There'll be a black market essentially in certain systems throughout the galaxy. Obviously, depending on what level you are, you'll be able to reach obviously certain leveled black markets, and each level will offer different things. So it could offer like ships, it can offer obviously ship blueprints, that's what I'm getting at. It can offer credit, it can offer resources, it can offer a lot of other stuff, essentially like what the Borg Arc actually offered. A lot of different things but you can buy them in various ways. So you can spend resources on them, you can buy them with resources, you can buy them with faction credits of the various different factions. You could buy them with, obviously, I wouldn't say independent credits because they're too needed for other things, but that's what I would say would be a good thing. And then one thing that leads on from that, I would say, if you do trade on the black market, you have like a 20% chance of getting caught by, say, the galactic police or whatever. Obviously it's not the police, but that's the threat of such. And then what happens then is they'll put a bounty on your head for basically for essentially forever, until it gets claimed by someone. As soon as it's claimed, then obviously it goes, and all you need to do to claim it would be to kill any of that person's vessels. So that person that goes on trades on the black market has to, obviously, if they do get caught, so to say, then obviously they need to be careful where their miners are, where their other ships are, or whatever. Obviously you can't just hide in your base forever, because this bounty will last forever until it's claimed. It'll last forever. So that means people can get around it by just obviously putting a crap ship out, and then obviously people can destroy the crap ship or whatever, but it adds a little bit of PvP to the game. It adds a little bit of a different element to the game, and I think that would be a very, very good system, but obviously that is not my decision to make. So anyway, then I will have to make an example out of you and send Mud a message. I didn't read all the other stuff because I clicked through it way too fast. But so I've got to go and just defeat this decoy now as well. So as I was trying to say before, so if you look at the crystal, So we have a chance of getting all this, obviously. So we have a chance of 8, 2, 4, or 23, 7, 12, 34, 25, and 19. At my level, technically all you need is the uncommons. You do need a few rares, but you mainly need uncommons. So we'll do a double chest pull. And it's actually a pretty decent one today. I told you it would be a good one. Normally I don't get that. Normally I just get like either most of them are common and rare. So if you got rid of this one, that's normally what I would get on my pull. That is actually a pretty decent pull. If I got that every time, I'd be pretty happy. But the fact that I don't get that every time, or something around that sort of level, it's kind of annoying. So if I go, I'll just do the rest. See, that's normally what I get, like a 12, maybe not even any at all. And it's kind of annoying. Again, the ore one, I don't know why, but ore seems to pull really well every time. Doesn't matter what you do. So you, again, in Miley, when you were saying, you obviously need a lot of ore to upgrade your Bortus. I don't know whether it's just me, but I seem to get really, really good pulls on ore all the time. I always get like above 20 odd uncommons, which obviously will benefit you massively if you have a Bortus. So Jacka has just been defeated. That was unfortunate, but perhaps we should have seen it coming. Time to return to the station. So I don't know how long these missions go on for. I don't know whether we, obviously I don't know how much more we have to do to finish them, but we're just going to keep going until they're finished. So it looks like we have done it. Okay, that was actually it. Never mind. So we just unlocked the next tier of, so we've got some more of this, which is good. So that's from the missions. Where is it? This one. So that's from this. So we've got 5 more to do from the outlaw stuff. So when we get the next mission set, which will be the undercover part 5. So once we get that, which should be in about, well, it depends on the leveling of the battle passes. So once I get today's, we'll only have then, so I'll have this one today, and then we've got that one next, which will give me the 40 we need for the mission keys that we need to unlock the thingy magically. But yeah, so hopefully we can get that done in the next few days. So let's just clear all this crap out. Don't need you. Okay, thank you. Let's just do my chest. So yeah, we can do that one then. This last one, which is undercover, which I don't know, it looks quite interesting. I don't actually know what it's about, but it does look quite interesting. So you can get returned to station. Why is that Zingham 1? What have we missed? We haven't missed anything, so it's just glitched out because it's stupid. Because they haven't fixed the game properly. That's the only problem with Scopely is I don't even know. They fix what they think needs fixing, even though it doesn't need fixing. But yeah, so going back to earlier when we were talking about the alliances. So currently our top is Aplex. He's level 41, I believe. Yeah, level 41. Currently sat at 17.2 million. He is actually our top player. And then it goes Minty, they're in the same, and then it goes Officer Saunders. So as you can see, our alliance is not that big in terms of, if you consider obviously a lot of other alliances. It's not actually that big in terms of the power. I mean, if you compare it to my alliance, so my alliance currently, I mean, most of us are sat at like 6 to, like, quite a few of us are sat at like above 5 million now, which is really good to see. They're all sat above me because I've got a different ship layout, and the fact that they're all level 31s now. He's a level 30. Not entirely sure how he's a 5.6. It must be the research. Like I say, I've been struggling quite a lot with getting the research done. What server is it? I'm 159. So 2 above you. Server 159. I am just going to speed these up, just because I want to get it done today. And then we'll get
some other stuff lined up. 14. I'll do half an hour. Yeah. That should. Yeah, that's finished us, which is good. So we just finished them. Winnings of other stuff. So the more tokens we can get, the better. The more crystal we can get, the better. So I'm quite happy with winning all of that stuff. So we'll do the battle pass. So this is where they've got people. Okay, I see what they've done. So we'll claim that. So we've gone from essentially being able to get up to level 8, essentially, or level 7 unlocked quite easily. Are you pretty much in the last, 7 days it's been running? You can do that pretty easily, I would say, if you've been doing every single day. And this is where it's obviously, they've changed it. So to get to the next tier, it's probably going to take about 3 days at the current rate of how they're giving out the points. It's going to take about 3 days because that's just under 30,000 points. It's about 29,000 points, roughly. So it's going to take about, like I said, it's going to take about 3 days probably to get that many points. Excuse me, just had to mute the mic really quickly there to sneeze. So yeah, it's going to take about, I reckon about 3 days to get to that one. Probably about the same to get to the next tier. Probably another about 3 days, I would imagine. And then the last tier is probably going to be in the region of about 240 going off the, if you're going off the Borg arc, it's probably going to be in the region of about 200,000 points, which is, again, pretty standard. The only thing if you buy obviously these, other than the absolutely insane amount of resources that you get from getting obviously the epic ones, I mean, even like for level 30 you get 1 million dill tokens as well, 2 of them, which is really, really good, and an absolute butt ton of gas, an absolute crap ton of gas, holy crap. And then obviously crystals, exactly the same, 113 of them, bloody hell. And again, ore is pretty damn good. So the only thing with getting the elite is, I don't like the reward that you get given. I mean, it's novel and you get the Navi avatar, but I actually don't like that avatar. There's nothing against Hair as a character. I just don't think it looks as cool as the other ones. Like especially like the Borg ones. Like obviously, look at the one I've got now. I think that looks pretty cool. I just personally don't like the look of that avatar. Like again, it's nothing against the character. It's just my personal opinion. So what have we got? We got you need 120. We got combat. Go to combat. Scroll across. Okay, so we just unlocked the Valor of the Fleet, which allowed me to get 8% to hull health for the Federation ships. So we can increase. No, we can't. That's a complete lie. We need Romulan fortification as well for our thing here, but whatever. So level 34, can't do any of that as of yet, so that's fine. We need, ideally we could do with getting the Klingon weak points, but again, it's not too much of an issue. We're pretty much done with our combat stuff, so have a little browse through. We need way too much gas for that. Research optimization we can do, but I don't want to use my crystal. This is the issue we run into, because when you're using crystal, I mean, I can upgrade these, but I don't want to use the crystal for obvious reasons, as I've already explained. Need shit tons of gas for all the trit stuff as well. So again, which is what I was coming on to earlier before as well. You just need so much gas for all of this stuff. So we can do this one, which is improves the cost efficiency of the trit and the Dale Fort Federation ships. The only thing with this is, I think this is to do with when you purchase stuff. So it's not to do with like when you repair the ship. It's only for when you purchase like certain items, obviously on the ship. We need this one, which is the repair costs. That would reduce them by 6%, which is not that much, but it would help.
Alternatively, we could Galaxy. We could wait to get 80 to get that one. Again, you need the other two though. That's the only issue with that one. Mining data. We can do this one. Okay, so this might be beneficial for us then. So data mine, I wouldn't mind having. Because that is quite beneficial. Oh, you know what? We'll just do that. We'll just do it. What do we need for this? We need par steel. Par steel mine needs the crystal mine to level 5. Crystal mine needs ore mine to level 2. But then that needs trip to. So yeah, we're waiting on the trip mine to basically get up to get done. So for the time being, we'll go to that one. We'll do this. We'll get that up, which is not going to be an issue. Hopefully, we'll speed that up. I know it's only 9 minutes, but we'll speed that up. Get that one done as well. We'll go to here, and this is what I was getting at. So once, obviously, with you saying with the Bortus, the only thing with the Bortus, obviously, you need a shit ton of ore, and so does your base once you get to level 29 and above. So this is why I say upgrade your Bortus as much as possible at level 28 until you then physically can't do anything, and then you can upgrade to level 29. Skip level 29, just rush straight to level 30 and then catch up with all the other stuff. That's what my recommendation is, because if you can get the Bortus as high as possible at level 28, you'll save yourself a ton of stuff. Because just for like the par steel, for example, to get to level 30, you need 37. Not only that, you obviously need you need it for this as well, the ops building. And I think the last upgrade I did with the ops building was like 650 ore to upgrade it to level 30 or something. It was a lot. So that's why I say upgrade as much as you can for the Bortus to get to a pretty high tier at level 28. Again, you probably need, you need 37 for that one. You need 26 for that one. That's only level 28 though, so bear that in mind. You actually start needing it for one of these as well. I have to go. I'll catch you the rest of the video a bit later. Thanks for no worries. I'll see you later, Milo. I'm going to be finishing soon anyway, so you're not going to miss much. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming, by the way. So on that note, actually, we will end the stream there. So, not because Milo's gone, but the fact that we've been on now for an hour and 40 minutes coming up to, and we've pretty much done everything that we planned, or I planned to do this session. So we'll just claim them as well. So yeah, we plan the next stream. Hopefully we'll have the next mission set unlocked, and you do their missions together online. Hopefully by then we might have enough to finally do this bloody shipyards. If we do, then we'll get it done. And how long does it take? It takes 4 days, so that's fine. So we'll get that done, and then we'll upgrade the ops to level 31, which is my primary goal at the moment, to get the ops level to 31. Let's upgrade, let's repair you. Yeah, cool. But yeah, thanks for coming along. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that follow button if you did like to see, or you want to see more. If this timing didn't work for you, then please do let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and obviously come and check out the streams at another time. I will always put a video up a few hours in advance on YouTube to say I will be going live on Twitch, just because I don't have an actual Twitch schedule at the moment, because I have to be a little bit flexible. I will always put a video up on YouTube saying I will be going live probably about 3 to 4 hours prior to me going live. So just look out for them videos if obviously you do want to try and catch me. I also will post them on the Discord channels as well, if obviously you are on certain Discord channels like Revs and stuff like that. So just check it out, hit the follow, hit the subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a lovely day, night, or whatever it is for you, and happy flying. Bye bye for now.